D-Hop got an agent. How quickly after the Lamar Jackson deal was done, publicly with no agent, did you think that there would be some sort of agent thing that made sure everybody is going to have an agent? For instance, it got reported this weekend, again by Mike Florio, I believe, of Pro Football Talk, that there was some unknown emails that were reaching out to teams that were from players, allegedly, and they now made a big stink out of it that was like, those are no longer allowed. Basically saying like the St. Omnis and these other people that potentially are doing negotiations behind the scenes, this shit's over, okay? We're not doing this anymore. Now you see D-Hop is signed with an agency. Did we all expect that to happen? And do you think players are still going to be able to represent themselves ever going forward after Lamar Jackson and his mom secure fucking monster deal that they get 100% of and credit for? Both those things are a big deal. The credit for the contract is a big fucking deal legacy-wise, and then the percentage, obviously, big deal business-wise. Them kind of doing both of those, I think that's probably going to cause some change. Do you agree do you agree?
So I do not think it's over that players will be representing themselves. I think some will. I think it is not for everyone. It is extremely difficult to say, like, I'm not an expert, but I'm now going to take control of my business. And yes, you're saving thousands of dollars, but like, it is very risky and you could be losing millions. It is not for everyone. And I think for me personally, almost everybody should have an agent. I really do. Everyone should have someone looking out for them. So whether it's, an agent in name or whether it's someone who you rely on, just trust their advice, like, let's say St. Omni, who you mentioned, everyone should have someone looking out for them. Free agency is very hard. And if you're at the top of the market, it's not that hard. If you're a 30-year-old receiver who has to sign somewhere in May, like, you got to have top-notch representation. It is challenging, right? I mean, we know, like, if a player signs in May, no one makes any money. Hopkins is, probably going to sign for the most money of anyone in, April, May, June. So he does have an agent. It's What's that?
What's his deal going to look like? What will he get?
So, in this world, in sort of free agency or whatever, you want to compare apples to apples, right? So you have a 30-something, young 30s receiver who's a free agent at a time when not a lot of players sign. We just saw that with Odell. He made $15 million base up to 18. That would be a great contract for DeAndre Hopkins. I'm not sure that's where he's going to get. I know only one team offered Odell that, and that was the Ravens. My guess is it's more likely resembles the, like we talked about this before, like the Michael Thomas deal where it's like 1 for 10 with incentive laden to the chance to make 15. That's probably what it's going to end up like. But again, if there are teams fighting for him and you want to sign him, he does have leverage because he's a rare, really, really good free agent who's available right now.
Tyreek Hill getting $30 million a year. Devontae Adams getting $28 million a year. Cooper Kupp still doing it, 26-7. A.J. Brown, 25. Stephon Diggs, 24. And everybody else. A lot of people over $20 million a year. A lot of people. As these offenses continue to just grow through the air, wide receivers that are talented are always going to get picked up. D-Hop, his catch radius and everything?
Huge.
Oh, where's he going? Chiefs, huh?
I mean, I would imagine the Chiefs would have some interest. I would imagine the Bills would have some interest. Ravens. I mean, I know there was some talk about, Lamar wanting Hopkins and Odell. I don't know if they have room for that, but I would imagine there'll be a conversation. Any good team now is probably looking at themselves being Colts. Like, are we one piece away?
It's kind of the Colts.
And that's really what this is. This is a luxury item who you probably pay a little more than you want, who could be the difference between one catch in a major, major game. That's what we're talking about here. This is the final piece to something really good, perhaps.
Welcome to Indianapolis, D-Hop. Happy to have you here.